When did you start running track? What made you want to get into track?
Wow. I was a basketball player. Got recruited from the track team to come out a sophomore year. Picked it up. It was decent, and here I am today. Just like that. No more basketball.
That's University of Maryland track and field head coach Andrew Valmon. This is his 23rd year coaching at the school, and I decided to sit down and talk to him about what it's been like and what it'll be like coaching a high school Olympian. My name is Austin Assisto. I am a sophomore mid-distance runner here at Maryland, and Coach Valmon has already taught me a lot in my 2 years here. Valmon holds 2 gold medals from the 1988 and 1992 Olympic Games. He is also the world record holder in the 4x4, called the mile relay, from the 1993 Stuttgart World Championships. Later, he went on to be the head coach for Team USA at the 2012 London Olympic Games, but next year he will coach the best high school track athlete ever, Quincy Wilson.
Oh, Andrew Valmon.
Andrew Valmon.
Andrew Valmon.
It's Andrew Valmon.
Valmon will again be on the relay.
US led off by Andrew Valmon.
Up to this point, you haven't coached someone who is near your caliber in your prime.
Yeah, fair. Near me, yes, fair.
Right.
Yes, coming from high school. I think when I tell people I ran 46, they're like, what, did you run that fast? Yes, I'm going to be coaching somebody who's faster than me in high school. Yes.
You're trying to
high school.
You're trying to stop it before it starts. Well, but Quincy Wilson's coming here.
Yep.
Right, and he's running the Olympics. He has an experience. He's run your relay, if you will. Do you think that you might coach him to the point where he is capable of beating your world record with the team?
That's the goal. Ultimately, it's the goal. I mean, yeah, we have it. The joke we had was, let's see if we can get it for 30. Get a 30 for 30 thing. Let's just keep it for 30 years, and we're at that time now. So it's ready to be passed on to someone else. And if he's the recipient of the group, yeah, talent-wise, in this country, yeah, we got talent that if you put those guys together, they should run 253 maybe.
There's a quote from George Bernard Shaw's 1903 play, Man and Superman, that says, "Those who can do and those who can't teach." I mean, given that, you're not supposed to have been as good as you are and still be coaching this long.
I think what I realize is the motivation. I mean, this is small and people might not see it. I get the thrill from staying in the sport for people who do the unthinkable. I don't gravitate to just the top just because they're the top, and I want to see people do something special. I want to see people do something different.
Does that frustrate you to be coaching people who either aren't up where you are, or how do you deal with and approach athletes who aren't maybe reaching their full potential that you think they could reach?
What I stayed in this long for this reason, right? When you take on a program at 2003 or 4, whatever, with one scholarship, and then have it cut, and then survive one scholarship and survive a cut. To me, when I'm done, yeah, people can measure on how you did in the conference meet, but this machine was dead. And so now being able to be almost fully funded, and then bringing in what I thought we had 100%. Now we're back to the point where, like, if I did step away, I would leave it in the place that I always wanted to see it.
So it was a bigger program goal for you
100%.
than individual
100%.
Athletes. And so therefore, Quincy coming here isn't, I finally get to coach someone who is at my caliber where I was, but I'm getting somebody here who is going to elevate the program
100% where I want it to be. And then you don't have to deal with, do you have an indoor facility? Do you have this? You know what? I went to Seton Hall and we didn't have that. So my relay, my college roommate made the 800 meters in the Olympics, ran 144. I think it's just manifestation and being around people who think alike. And if you get enough of those bodies in a place who think like that, you will have the results.
Another star athlete that Valmon has added to his coaching career is his daughter, Maya. Who do you think it's harder for?
I think him, yeah. I think it's harder for him because, like, he runs this program. So like anything that happens goes back to him. And like, I think as hard as it is for me to sometimes struggle and just like want a hug from my dad, I would argue it's harder for him as a dad to watch his daughter struggle and not be able to just like help her with everything or do everything for her. Yeah, like I think that's probably harder. Like he raised me for, 23 years. So like for most of my life, any problem I had, he was gonna step in and handle it for me, and he just can't do that anymore because the roles are different.
Well, I mean, how does that relationship work? You're her dad, but you're her coach.
That was a tough one because you don't find many people graduate early from Stanford. So I suffered a little bit because I saw her suffering. But you're not going to take a Stanford degree from a kid. So what, potato, right? Do you say, let's get in the portal? Do you say, no, let's just grind it out, get that degree, knowing that there was some eligibility there. But also, if you're going to graduate early, she came in bad shape because she was just doing academics. The indoor wasn't going to be the best it's going to be, so we banked on this indoor and then trying to get to the NCAA. So again, she had specific goals. Let's get to the NCAA outdoor, let's score indoor, and you check the box as well.
So you thought that out when she was going to graduate early.
Yep.
You said, here's how we can make the most of the rest of your eligibility.
Knowing that her first semester wasn't going to be great because she didn't train, didn't have a fall with us, came in January, didn't know anyone. So I knew we had to pick and choose a battle. So I just said, hey, second year indoor is going to be a beast. And then by the time I get her in shape, she'll get to the NCAAs. Let's get the mile relay there. Like you can have an impact by saying you were part of a team that got the mile relay, hadn't been there for a while, and you make it individually. That will check the box.
How do you approach it?
We have a clear understanding. I'm not dad, I'm coach in the square of Kehoe. So it could be frustrating for her because that was the arrangement. And so she might need extra, but we're still coach athlete. She's taught me some things without even knowing it about boundaries and lines and girl dad. She's taught me some lines.
Are you as good of a coach as you are without the experience that you gained? If you hadn't gone to 92 and you didn't break the record in 93?
Ooh. I think some of the best coaches, as you probably know, are not the best athletes. I think the experience at 92 and the humbling of rebuilding this place made me that very same, right? Like you look at Mike Krzyzewski, you look at Phil Jackson, you look at all these coaches that are the best. They were pretty good, but they weren't the best. And so to be the best, they had to study. And sometimes when you are the best, there is no studying because you're the best. Like Bolt didn't have to do extra because there was no one close to Bolt. I had to do extra because I wanted more.
Why am I here? Why are people like me here? And why do you want to give the people that are in my shoes the opportunity to run at this school?
Because that's the difference. It's the challenge. That's what makes this place unique, right? People could say whatever they want to say. I had 100% more job offers. After coming off of coaching the 2012 Olympics, we had the most medals and the contacts, and I was the head coach, and could have done a lot of things, could have gone a lot of places. But I think the academics and the athletics and just that blue collar grind, chip on your shoulder, badass, we're going to do it our way, is what I like, right? Because I grew up in Brooklyn. I could have probably looked at some SECs, but gotten just straight elite. But I want to challenge myself.
Why do you wake up and go to practice?
Job's not done. That's from Kobe Bryant, of course. that's his. But when I saw it, it really resonated. Like someone say, you're up 3-0 on the championship, and why are you not gloating? And he just looked in the camera without a smile and said, job's not done. And there were people who said he was arrogant. There were people who was like, well, I can't enjoy the moment. That's so tough to live in that world. But job's not done.